Welcome into another video. This time we're going over some breaking news that the Minnesota Vikings are going to be releasing Dalvin Cook. What are the fantasy implications of this move? Let's talk about this. So Alexander Mattison ends up moving into the bona fide #1 role for this offense, and this could be it's just going to provide some great fantasy value for you, especially if you're in dynasty football and you have him on your roster, or if you're looking for a redraft league or even a dynasty startup league coming up soon. Alexander Mattison could be somebody you should target for your fantasy roster, and we can go over it now. Alexander Mattison, when given the opportunity, has shown he can be a stellar running back in this league. I mean, just over the last couple of years, he was given the opportunity to run for over 20 attempts in a single game 5 times since 2020. 5 times. Let's go over some of those stats now. Back in 2020, he was able to run 2 times for over 20 carries. One game, he ran 20 carries for 112 yards. He also had 3 receptions for 24 yards. There was another game in the 2020 season where he ran 21 times. He ended up having 95 yards and a touchdown to go along with 3 receptions for 50 yards and a touchdown as well. He wasn't able to carry the ball much after that, and it was up to 2021 where he actually had 3 games where he had over 20 carries. One game he had 26 carries for 112 yards, to pair that with 6 receptions for 59 yards receiving. He had another game where he had 25 carries, ran for 113 yards with 7 receptions for 40 yards and a touchdown. And he also had another game where he ran 22 times for 90 yards and a touchdown, to pair with 3 receptions for 34 yards. Now, last year in 2022, the most carries he had in a game was in week 18, where he had 10. He had 10 carries for 54 yards and 2 touchdowns. So you see, when given the opportunity over the last 3 seasons, Alexander Mattison has been able to produce at a high level. If he's going to get you anywhere between 15 to 20 carries in a game, he's going to be approaching that 100-yard mark every single week. And on top of that, he's also getting passing down work. Now, we're kind of looking at the roster. Now that Dalvin Cook will be gone, Alexander Mattison is the #1. Who is behind him? Who's going to be taking carries from him? Well, nobody. You've got Ty Chandler and the rookie Dwayne McBride. Neither one of them I actually see taking over a majority workload from Alexander Mattison. Yeah, they might spell him on 3rd down every once in a while, but Alexander Mattison will be the bell cow for the Minnesota Vikings. This could be crucial for your dynasty roster or your redraft roster. He should be a weekly starter. There's a good opportunity that he could be a top 15 back for your fantasy league. I'm excited to see what he can do as the main go-to guy. And I knew something was up. When he was gone in free agency, they brought him back on a 2-year deal because they whispered to him. Alexander Mattison made it clear, I want to be a starting running back in the NFL. And when he re-signed with the Vikings must have told him, hey, look, we're going to be moving on from Dalvin Cook. You will be our guy. And that's what made Mattison sign that contract. There's no way he would have went on with a 2-year deal with the Minnesota Vikings if he was going to be a backup. I don't see them adding a veteran. I don't see him having any competition for running back. He's going to be the go-to guy. And I'm telling you, Alexander Mattison could be the steal of the century. He has the talent to be a very good running back in this league, and I'm excited for it. Hey, look, I'm always seeing if I can break down the latest news or the latest rankings or what do we have to best prepare you for your fantasy football league and your fantasy football drafts. The ultimate goal here at the Bayou Bengal Fantasy Network is to get you a championship year in and year out. So do me a favor, hit the subscribe button so you don't miss any of the videos we're popping out. We're just now going to be starting breaking out next week into our ranking videos, breaking down redraft leagues and dynasty leagues, our rookies, everything. We're drafting everything for you. We're dropping it all here on the channel. Hit the notification bell so you don't miss anything, and leave a like on this video. I appreciate you guys for stopping by, listening to the video. I can't wait to see you guys on the next video. We'll see you guys next time.